Since 2013 on student visa, right? And I have done diploma level 6 and level 7. Afterwards, I got 1 year job search visa. Afterwards, I have to go through the sponsorship. I was in really very bad situation, asking my boss, can you help me for sponsor my visa? He said, yes, I will. That was the time, like, deciding time for me, can I live in New Zealand longer or not? He said, yes, I will help you, and he did. So my visa was attached with him, and afterwards rules have been changed, and my company sold to the another company, I'll call the name, that's Whitfood Avondale. I worked there for 1 year, and I did night shift for 1 year. Believe me, please, these people blaming the migrants, or they're taking the Kiwis people job and make them unemployed, this and that. Believe me, I did night shift in the cold stove where the temperature is 2 degrees. In the freezer it was in minus. If you think you are unemployed, please go there. They have lots of jobs. And migrant people work there 10 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, up to how busy that night is, right? And afterwards I asked my boss, can you help me for further extension my visa? If you want me to work maybe another 1 year, maybe another 3 years, depend on how much money you're gonna pay me. And he said, yes, I will help you. And he just keeps saying me, I'll help you. I asked 4 months before my visa going to expire. And he was keep asking at the very end of the date. He said, no, I will not ask you. I said, why you haven't told me before, so I can find out job somewhere else and ask for sponsor maybe. Anyway, he didn't help me. I got an option to go back to India. Then I been to my lawyer, and he said, I'm going back to India. He said, Ravinder, you spent 5 years here, then why you don't want to stay here, maybe on student visa, go for that. I said, yes. The stupid rule this government is, I'm here last 5 years by that time in 2018. The rule is I have to do English test again. Why is that? Why is my another expense like another $400 to give the English test? If I'm working last 5 years with my boss and around the different countries people, why I need to pay that much money and waste my time on English test and have to go to the school? Anyway, somehow I have done it. I have to involve in the cookery study. I'm doing cookery study. I'm a student at the moment. I paid $80,000. I have finished my level 4 and I have to do my level 5. I do not have fees. Believe me, last couple of weeks I went to school and they did not allow me to sit in the class because I do not have money to pay my fees because my parents already done it $18,000 on my level 4. I do not know where I should go. If I go to school not allow me to sit in the class because I have not paid fees. My visa, a student visa for another 3 weeks. I don't have money to pay the fees. If I go for essential skill visa, I can't really go because very recently government put the price $25.50. Do you think someone?
Shame on the government.
Do you think if I gonna step in the restaurants, they're gonna pay me $25.50? Do you think? No. They're not gonna pay me $25.50. I have so many job offers. They say, okay, we will pay you $18.90. What is the basic rate, right? If I go for that essential skill visa, I have to work for that employer. If I work for that employer, I'm giving opportunity to him, please exploit me because everyone needs money to pay the rent, to pay the bills. It doesn't matter I am resident, citizen or migrant. We have basic needs. We are asking government for the genuine demand. We aren't asking anything like, and I have one really very bad story what is regarding my friend. He was just about to apply his residency in September this year and he worked hard, wake up 4:30 every morning and he's doing like 10 hours, 12 hours, 40 hours as his boss asked. He's stuck offshore. And that's very sad actually, once I gave him a call and he said to me, I'm going for suicide. I said, excuse me, why? He said, because I'm just about to apply my residency in September. I worked for this country last 6 years and I worked so hard. Wake up. It's very easy to say that waking up 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's really very hard to do that. And when I just about to get to my dreams fulfilled, and government has to close the border because of the virus thing, right? And I'm going for suicide. I said, brother, I lied him last 3 months, 4 months. Oh, government might open the border, might give you extension, this and that, you know. I hang him up, but he said, okay, you give me a call, I feel so good. If you did not give me a call, I might go for suicide thing, you know. What I'm saying, please, for the offshore and for the onshore, I'm just requesting government, can you please open a visa so we can work anywhere? That attached visa and the student has to pay fees. We do not have money to pay the fees. And one thing I want to tell the government, virus is not just in India, it is everywhere. If I ask my parents, can you pay fees for me for my school? They're not going to pay because they are not working there. In India's condition is very about the virus thing. They are not going to for the work last 4 months. So they do not have fees, I don't have fees, I don't know where I should go. I stuck by 4 things mainly. If I go to school, I don't have fees, they do not want me to sit in the class. Government put so many restrictions. Employers, they aren't giving us work because of the visa test and the student 20 hours, they can do 20 hours. They say we need a full-time worker. Couple days back, I've been to Napier, right? I got an interview. He say, okay, I can pay you just basic rate and can put you another six months visa. What am I gonna do after 6 months visa? Thank you so much for hearing.
Fight! The people united will never be defeated. People united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. So we are black, we are brown, we are white. So next up, I'm going to request.
And one thing I have learned in my life is to give back to the community. Today we are standing here. Let me tell you one pain of these migrants. Before they move to New Zealand, they have a dream of a beautiful nation. They spend $30,000 for 1 year. That's the price we save for a house. They spend $50,000 for 2 years. That's the cost of deposit for $1 million house in Auckland to study in New Zealand. They don't want sympathy, they want equality. They have same skills, they have same people skills and selling skills like us. Why they are crushed by political agenda? Why we are not listening to them? The problem. If you want to do something, stand for Sher Singh and stand for this party. I'm not a political person, but I stand for them because I'm a human being, I'm a Guru Ka Sikh, and I'm an Indian, and I'm a citizen of the world, and I will stand for them forever.
Thought, beta, give me just 6 months. I'll turn it around. 6 months after, I filed for my partner, and I filed for my son. Because of the partnership delays, they didn't get a case officer for the next 10 months, 16 months. They got a case officer, they got their visa, March 2020. 9th March 2020, they got their visa. Partnership work visa. My son got a domestic student visa. And then, just 3 days before they were due to come here, the borders were closed. I just read a news article 3 days back that a New York best-selling author who was allowed to come to New Zealand along with her husband and 2 daughters. They're right now in isolation, and they'll go back to Wellington to start their new job. I just want to ask them one thing. How can they allow a family of 4 to come here and not allow partner and a child to come here? Recently, Jacinda Ardern celebrated her child's 2nd birthday. I missed 2 already. He's 5 now. Every day, every night when I call them, because back then it's morning in India, he just asked me, Mama, कब कोरोना वायरस जाएगा, कब बॉर्डर खुलेंगे, कब मैं आऊँगा, आपने तो वीज़ा भी भेज दिया.
A very good speaker, but as far as being a New Zealand citizen and you're all migrants, that's wrong. We are all migrants. My family arrived here in 1862. We're well known through Auckland. Migrants Corner is named after my family. And we're farmers from up north. I'm actually a chairman of an Aotearoa land trust and quite actively involved in the conservation of the sands of Pakari Beach. And also, starting from next weekend, there's going to be a march from Ngāti Whātea, from Albert Park, regarding the Dome Valley dump. So I'm involved in issues which are testament to all of how we're being treated in this country. The dome dump, who wants dumps on prime land polluting the Kaipara Harbour? Who wants all the sand taken off the Pakari Beach for it to take all the farmland away when the sea levels rise? Anyway, my story, as I said, I'm not a very good speaker. I am actually married to a Philippine lady. We've been together for 4 years. We met in New Zealand, we've lived in New Zealand together. We applied for residency under partnership. Unfortunately, I was not an eligible sponsor because I've sponsored before. But, however, we went to an immigration lawyer who said, okay, he listened to our story and said, okay, we've got maybe special conditions. And these special conditions, we took to the Immigration Protection Tribunal, who agreed with us that they were special conditions, and recommended to Chris Parpoy, who was the Associate Minister for Immigration at the time, to grant residency. Mr. Parpoy had his hand on...
You guys see my face in the Facebook. I just met Edison in the Queen Street when I'm posting myself about my employer, how he cheated me. Because I work for the Punjabi guy. Sorry to say this, but I have to say this. But I don't want to say his name, okay? Because it is in the Employment Authority, and my visa has been tied with this employer, and he hired me in the last year February, and after that he didn't pay me, he didn't give me a work, and after that I tried to ask him for a job. No, he never replied to my messages, he never answered to my calls, and I've been with the family, my wife, and we lost our jobs, we didn't get paid, and we both are sitting in the house for more than 9 months without pay. No one get paid can't live without 1 month. But me and my wife struggled for more than 9 months because of this employer. And why I want this government to tell that, please, do not tie with employer. Our visas are staying. We came for this country on base of this country name, not on the employer name. We came for the future, not for the employer.
Sorry guys, I'm going to speak in my native tongue if you don't mind. ਦੋਸਤੋ, ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਲ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗਿਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਲੱਗੂਗਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਥੋੜੀ ਅਜੀਬ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਅਖੀਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਦੀ ਸੈਂਸ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਬਣੂਗੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਾਮਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਸੀ ਕਾਮਗਾਰ ਯੂਨੀਅਨ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ,
ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਜ਼ਦੂਰਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਨੇੜ ਦਾ ਰਿਸ਼ਤਾ ਹੈ। ਉੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ। ਫਿਰੋਜ਼ਪੁਰ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿੰਡ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਮਹਿਮਾ, ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਥੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਣਦਾ, ਮਹਿਮਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੇਂਦਰ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ ਬਿੱਲ ਪਾਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਬਹੁਤ ਖਤਰਨਾਕ ਬਿੱਲ ਆ ਪੂਰੀ ਕਿਸਾਨੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਉਹ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਥੀ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਹਰਨੇਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਮਹਿਮਾ, ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਔਰ ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜੂੰਗਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਨੀ ਚੰਗੀ ਲੱਗੀ, ਉਹ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਮਹਿਮਾ, ਇਹ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਰਡੀਨੈਂਸ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਰੁੱਧ ਪਾਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ, ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਵੇ ਉਹ ਮਹਿਮੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਨਾਲ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮਹਿਮੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿਰੁੱਧ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤਕਲੀਫਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਸੀ ਕਾਮੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਵੇਂ ਆ, ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਵੇਂ ਆ, ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਵੇਂ ਆ, ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਹੋਰ ਮੁਲਕ ਨੇ, ਇਟਲੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਵੇਂ ਹੀ ਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਧਾਈ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਰ ਹੋ। ਇਹ ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਮੁਲਕ ਵਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਉੱਠ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਤਾੜੀਆਂ ਵਜਾ ਦਿਓ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ। ਇਹ ਨਿਊਜ਼ੀਲੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੋਰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਸੇਧ ਲੈਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਸੰਘਰਸ਼ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਏ ਆ। ਕੱਲੀ ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੰਬੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ
Thank you, Bharti. I'm going to hand over to Cher and Joel to lead us to march to the immigration office and then back.
Yeah, once again, kia ora. Thank you everyone to come on, you know, and many people have said to me, is this it? Is this it? This is not it. This is only a start, and I can assure you, we have to become a movement. Honestly speaking, my vision, by seeing you people today here, I've set a vision. If tomorrow this team keeps building and building, I can assure you that we will win. I want to assure you that where we stand, if we go stand in the front of someone, the person in the front of me will piss themselves because he knows that we're all united, that we've all become one. There's a lot of social media coverage, hundreds of people watching. My message to you is if you're sitting in your comfortable couches today and watching us from your couches, learn from this. There's little kids here. There's senior citizens here. If they can come here, you can too. So we're going to get together now. So
Stand up, fight back! When migrant rights are attacked! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up! Fight back! The people united will never be defeated! 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 The people united will never be defeated!
we're here to show you that we are becoming a part of our movement. And I can assure you that this is only a start. So we're giving an opportunity to the New Zealand immigration to please stop acting dead, stop acting blind, because I can assure you the whole media will cover stories when one of our brothers or sister has
has committed suicide? Or are we going to speak out when this whole police street is going to be full of migrants sleeping on the floor? Are we waiting for that time? Shame! 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 When Migrant rights are under attack, when people's rights are under attack, when students' rights are under attack, when children's rights are under attack, stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
The reason we gathered here is Immigration New Zealand has an office in this Aotearoa, so that's why we're here. While the minister has all these powers to be able to help each and every one of us, he just is not doing anything. There are still tens of thousands of applications from like as far back as 2017, 2018 that are not being processed for no legitimate reason. So from that point of view, we hold Immigration New Zealand responsible for putting people on hold endlessly.
Shame! 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 Shame!
Loud, say it clear.
Migrants are welcome here!
Say it loud, say it clear.
Migrants are welcome here!
Say it loud, say it clear.
Migrants are welcome here!
Stand up.
Fight back!
Stand up.
Fight back!
Stand up.
Fight back!
Stand up.
Fight back!
The people united will never be defeated. The people united.
We'll never be defeated!
The people united.
We'll never be defeated!
The people united.
We'll never be defeated!